Hi everyone, welcome back to Corporate Decoder, the place where we decode the hidden messages in corporate filings. And today we might just uncover a new player joining the game or perhaps a strategic move in the biotech arena. We're diving into CYTOKINETICS' latest 8K filing. Now, 8K filings are like a company's immediate announcement system flagging significant events. So, what's the big news they're sharing today? Let's break it down. Before we dive in, if you appreciate getting straight insights from corporate documents like this, make sure you hit that subscribe button. We also have a Discord community linked in the description below where we break down these filings and more. Alright, so this is an 8K filing from CYTOKINETICS Incorporated. This form is used to announce any major events that shareholders should know about. Think of it as the company's bulletin board for really important news. The key date here is August 19th, 2025, which is when the earliest reported event happened. This tells us exactly when the news we're about to discuss actually took place. The main story in this filing falls under item 5.02. This section usually deals with changes in the company's leadership, like when a director joins or leaves, or when new officers are appointed. Today, it looks like CYTOKINETICS is welcoming a new face to their board. So on August 19th, CYTOKINETICS board of directors decided to bring in James M. Daly to fill a vacancy on the board. Not only that, but he'll be a Class 3 director, with his term running up until their 2028 annual meeting. That's a solid commitment, giving him a good few years to contribute. On top of that, Mr. Daly is also joining the board's compliance committee, which is a pretty important role, especially in a regulated industry like biotech. This all seems pretty standard for a director appointment. There's no indication of any special deals or understandings that led to his selection, and the company confirms he meets all the independence requirements set by regulators and the Nasdaq exchange. They also state there are no significant transactions involving him that need special reporting. This all seems pretty standard for a director appointment. There's no indication of any special deals or understandings that led to his selection, and the company confirms he meets all the independence requirements set by regulators and the Nasdaq exchange. They also state there are no significant transactions involving him that need special reporting. Now let's talk about the money side of things. Directors don't work for free. Right, Mr. Daly will be compensated according to the company's standard non-employee director pay plan. This includes an annual retainer of $50,000 just for being a board member. Then there's an additional $7,500 and $500 annual retainer for his work on the compliance committee. This is separate and rewards his extra duties. Beyond cash, he'll receive equity compensation. This means stock options and restricted stock units, or RSUs, which are essentially promises of future stock. The total value of these grants is a hefty $40,000. The stock options and RSUs have different vesting schedules, meaning he earns them over time as long as he continues to serve on the board. For instance, some options vest monthly over a year, and RSUs generally vest in a single chunk after a year. This is pretty typical to encourage long-term commitment. But wait, there's more. On that same effective date, Mr. Daly also received what's called an initial grant, options to buy 2714 4th and 50 shares of CYTOKINETICS stock. The estimated value of these options on the day they were granted is $700,000. This is a significant chunk of equity. These specific options will vest on a monthly basis over 3 years. Again, as long as he stays with the company. This type of grant is a strong incentive for new directors to align their interests with shareholders and work towards increasing the company's value over the long haul. It shows they genuinely want him to be invested in the company's success. Finally, the company also entered into a standard indemnification agreement with Mr. Daly. This is a crucial legal document that essentially protects directors from personal liability for actions taken on behalf of the company, within certain boundaries, of course. It's a standard practice to ensure that talented individuals are willing to serve on boards without undue personal risk. So to wrap it up, this filing is all about a leadership change at CYTOKINETICS, namely the appointment of James M. Daly as a new director and member of the compliance committee. He's receiving a compensation package that includes a cash retainer and significant equity awards, which should make him a valuable and motivated member of the board. Now, looking at CYTOKINETICS itself, they are a biopharmaceutical company. Their focus areas are often in developing therapies for cardiovascular diseases and other serious conditions, appointing new directors, especially those with expertise in areas like compliance. Signals are moved towards strengthening governance. This is super important in the biotech world where regulatory hurdles and ethical considerations are paramount. The substantial equity grant to Mr. Daly suggests the company is serious about attracting experienced leadership and believes in its future growth prospects. It's also worth noting that the biotech sector is highly competitive and subject to intense scientific and market scrutiny. Any new appointment like this could be a precursor to significant pipeline developments or strategic shifts. From my perspective, this is a positive step for CYTOKINETICS. Bringing in experienced directors with a strong compensation package tied to company performance is a good sign. It suggests good corporate governance and a commitment to long-term value creation. While this filing doesn't touch on specific financials, the focus on building a robust board governance structure is a foundational element for any company, especially in a high-stakes industry like pharmaceuticals. The significant equity award incentivizes Mr. Daly to focus on driving stock price appreciation, which is exactly what shareholders want to see. We'll be keeping an eye on how his contributions impact the company's strategic direction and future performance. Alright, that's our breakdown of CYTOKINETICS' latest filing. What's your take on these leadership changes and what they signal for the company's future? Drop your thoughts in the comments. If this analysis was valuable, hitting that like button really helps, and subscribe for more deep dives. Don't forget to check out the Discord in the description. Thanks for watching. See you next time.